So one really convenient way to use the ferries in Greece, this isn't the only way, but one really convenient way is that if you book ferry tickets through Ferry Scanner, you come to Miltiadou 7 here in the city center of Athens. It's walkable from most of the main areas of central Athens. It's walkable from Plaka, Syntagma, Omonia. So if you come here to Miltiadou 7 and go up to the 6th floor, if you've pre-purchased your ferry tickets, then you can go up there, just show them the email that has the confirmation code on it, and then you'll get your tickets there. And as long as the measures for COVID are still around, where you'll have to fill out a health questionnaire, you'll get a paper that has that questionnaire on it as well. Here in Piraeus, or Piraeus, as it's known in English, about to get on a ferry now to head down to the island of Milos. I've actually never been on a ferry from here to the islands before. I'm a little early, kind of gave myself some extra time because, you know, since I have not traveled by ferry before and because of things being a little different now with COVID and all the different protocols for that, I just wanted to give myself some extra time. As soon as you get out of the train, it's pretty close to where you get to the beginning of the entries for the ferries. E7 and E8 are the first ones that you'll see as soon as you cross the street from the train station, but I have to go to E9, which is the next one over, not too far away from here. I mean, it's all pretty walkable from the train. If you want to do it that way. Obviously, taxis come down into here as well, but you know, if you're taking the train here, unless you're in a really far away gate, I'm actually not myself too familiar with how far up they go. I mean, it is a big port after all. I mean, this is the biggest port in Greece, but you more than likely will be able to just walk from the train to whichever gate your ferry is at. Zante Ferries over there, that is the ferry that I'm going to get on to go to Milos. It is one of the slower ferries. There's a faster and of course more expensive ferry that goes down that way towards Milos. I figured on the way down I would take the slower, cheaper one that leaves later in the afternoon. Looks like they're starting to load up. Still plenty of time before the ferry actually takes off, but since it appears that they are loading, let's go ahead and get on. So about to board the ferry now, and I have my confirmation email from the PLF form that everyone who is traveling from mainland Greece to the islands has to fill out, at least as of June of 2021. You'll have a QR code on there that they'll probably check for. I'm expecting that they're going to check for it going onto the ferry, because you have to answer a few questions and then you have to say on there whether you have been vaccinated, and if you haven't been fully vaccinated, if you have your negative COVID test, of course you have to take a COVID-19 test before going down to the islands if you're not fully vaccinated, so they'll check for that. There's also a paper version of this that I was given at the ticket office, and I filled that one out just in case they ask for that one instead, or you know, because you never know, you know, it's always good to have a paper backup if your email doesn't work or something. So I have both on me just in case, and so I'm not anticipating any trouble getting onto the ferry. On the ferry now. The QR code that was sent to me by email after I did the PLF form online last night was completely useless. I guess they just don't have the ability to, the guy was telling me they didn't have the ability to scan it, so I wasn't able to go in and re-download it onto my phone. But then they were like, okay, well, where's your self-test? Well, I don't need one because I'm fully vaccinated. Oh, where's your vaccination card? I have the one that, of course, I got in the United States. So Will that work? Yes. So, all right, I showed them my CDC vaccination card from the US, and I was able to board that way. Alright, so about to take off here in a few minutes, but it's lunchtime and I've been kind of running around a lot today up until now, so in that little bar, cafe area down there, just some little, you know, some little easy snacks, there's little pre-packaged sandwiches, you know, drinks, waters, snacks, chips, chocolates, you know, and those kind of things. So, you know, if you're hungry, didn't have a chance to eat till you get on one of these ferries, you know, there's at least that'll hold you over. We're taking off now. It's a bit of a little musical beeps going on between the ships here. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of these ferry captains know each other anyway. All right. No way. Got a little area here to sit down, kind of to myself here for a little bit, and just enjoy the view for a little bit and finish my lunch. To be sitting on a ferry heading to an island, you know, after all of the lockdowns and the quarantines and all of the uncertainty and the added stresses of the COVID pandemic, you know, worrying, you know, am I gonna get it? How badly is it gonna affect me if I get it? Is someone I love gonna get it? I know some people I know did get it. One person that I knew personally died from it. Many people that I know lost someone dear to them from it. So, you know, all of this time with all of this added misery that the COVID pandemic has brought upon us, you know, on top of what is really a first world problem, which, okay, you can't travel, but if you're fortunate enough to have a home to live in, you know, okay, that's really a first world problem, but still, you know, for someone like me who is, you know, a diehard explorer and I need to get out and see places and be on the move, you know, it wasn't easy. And so, you know, just having this feeling of freedom to be able again to go travel and to go to an island in Greece. I mean, I feel extremely fortunate and extremely privileged, really, to be able to do that. This particular ferry is not too crowded, I was able to find a space to kind of sit and chill and take a nap and take a break from the wind outside, and also find a plug for my phone. And to my surprise, it's actually an American plug. I actually don't have to use my converter thing to convert to the European plug. I mean, my whole life coming to Greece and to other parts of Europe, I've actually never seen that before. So apparently ferries in Greece have American plugs. Who would have thought? This is the island of Kithnos. I'm not disembarking here. This is just the first stop along the way to Milos. We still have about 3.5 to 4 hours to go, and we've been at sea now for about that long, so about halfway through. So this is the first of the islands in the Cyclades and the Cyclades that this ferry stops at. Kithnos, if you look on the map, it's not too far from Athens, and of course it's one of the lesser known islands. I actually really don't know anything about this island specifically, other than that it's closer to Athens, so that's why it is a relatively quick ferry ride. The last stop before we arrive in Milos, so it's just light enough still that I can get a shot of us arriving in Sifnos. Off we go from Sifnos, and next stop, I think, is finally going to be Milos.
Your attention, please. We inform our passengers that the ship arrives in port of Milos in a few minutes.
Here on Milos, heading up to check in at where I'm staying here, right here in the port town of Adamadas, and basically checking in for the night, and we'll start exploring the island tomorrow. So thank you to every single one of you who has viewed this video. Thank you especially to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, and please, if you haven't, please go ahead and subscribe, give this video a like, and I look forward to showing you guys the island of Milos in the next video.